Howdy folks, we're striking while the iron is hot. Coming back to you with another new album review, and today we have the Riven Visions of Tomorrow. These guys are out of Sweden, formed in 2016. This is their third album, although they do have one EP and one 7-inch. So let's show you the back there. This Evening Glare. Then this is a Dying Victims production. There's your Obi. See, it says the Swedes' third album portrays varied 70s influenced heavy rock built on massive hooks and heart. There's, I can't make out who that top band is. Freeway is the second one. I don't have anything by them. And Time Rift, I reviewed that one. Another 70s influence band. Get the sticker. There's your band shot. Let's see what we got here. If I can read it in this darkness. Elias Jonsson on drums. Joakim Sandegård on guitar. Totta. I'm having to guess on some of these letters because it's darker than I anticipated in here. Ekebergh on vocals. Arnau Diaz on guitars, and then Max Ternebring on bass. Sorry if I got all those wrong. I haven't got used to the sun not being over here with time change. So normally this would be the 5 o'clock sun instead of the 4 o'clock sun. Alrighty, so the first track is called Far Away From Home. Serious fuzz on the bass intro before the guitars kick in, and you're already picking up like hints of BTO and maybe some Alice Cooper and some Nazareth, but definitely I'm a lot more polished than that 70s style stuff. This stuff actually, the production on this thing is really clean, maybe too clean. Singer has a very southern rock style delivery on this track. Very powerful voice though. Killing Machine's your next one. Very catchy head bobbing verse with some good group harmonies in the chorus. And then your breakdown and guitar has some the guitar player reaching back for some old Uli Scorpion psych on his guitar tone. Set My Heart on Fire is your next one. Good bass line on this one. Very commercial sounding track on this one. The singer kind of sounds like she sounds a lot like Pat Benatar a lot of the time. She doesn't have, quite the highs that Benatar does, but her tone is very similar to Benatar's. And here, sometimes she likes to add in a little grit to her voice. And it kind of sounds like a cross between Benatar and Stevie Nicks. Good Dickie Betts flavored guitar solo in this one. Traveling Great Distance is your next number. This one has a little chug to it. Cool vocal and guitar harmonies. They keep up that southern flair on those guitar harmonies. Crystals is your next track. Starts off very radio friendly. Some nice guitar work in it. But then the breakdown goes into this gritty, psych-drenched solo. It's your longest track on the album, almost 5 minutes. So I guess they were trying to get in their epic guitar solo at the end on the track here. On My Mind is your next one. Another catchy chorus, reminding me again of Pat Benatar. She has hints of, I don't know if any of you guys remember Quarter Flash, but she has hints of the singer from Quarter Flash in her voice too. Another fiery, but maybe a little too brief guitar solo in this one. Seen It All is your next one. This is the speediest track on the album. Probably my favorite track on the album. You almost get hints of road racing on the guitar intro. And then in the chorus, she literally sings, "Nobody gives a damn when you're down on your luck." And the delivery in that line sound exactly like the delivery in that very exact same line from Thin Lizzy's Hollywood Down on Your Luck. Smoking solo on this one, driving drums, and it closes out with the same kind of guitar solo with the chorus over the top of it. Then Visions of Tomorrow, your title track, another up-tempo tune, good punchy riff. Hints of early Scorpions, early 80s Scorpions on this riff. But the solos, when the solos kick in, they're dripping with pure 70s acid. Then your next track, I believe, I'm going to butcher this, it's called Dag som Aldrig får. Swedish track. I did Google it. It means a day like never before. Pretty mellow track until the solos kick in at the end and they kick the song up into overdrive. We Love You is your next one. It has a very We're an American Band feel to this track. You could definitely see this song as a show closer, really catchy tune. Then Follow You is your final track. You get some hints of Cheap Trick in this one, maybe some hints of Boston, maybe some Journey. Good bass work in this one. Good drumming throughout the entire album. The drumming is actually, I mentioned how good the production was on this album, and but the drumming is a little buried on it. But the drummer's really good. Really busy on all the tracks. I wish the drumming was a little more forward on it. But I'm still going to give this album a solid 8 out of 10. Like I said, it's a little polished, maybe too polished, and they're they're having a hard time, in my opinion, trying to figure out whether they want to be more an AOR band or more of a hard rock band. I think the guitarist definitely wants to be a hard rock band, and maybe the singer wants to be more of an AOR band. I do know that this is their third album. I have not listened to anything else by these guys, so I don't know what those albums sound like, if they're more of this mix between the hard rock and the AOR. I do know that one person I saw who referenced their discography rated this the lowest of their 3 albums. But so I might have to check out some of their other stuff, because like I said, this is really good guitar work, really good drumming. The singer's got a great voice. I just wish more tracks were in that hard rock vein and less in the AOR vein. But it's still really good, really solid. 8 out of 10. The Riven, Visions of Tomorrow. You guys have a good one.